Hello, Stampers. Kelly Atchison at AStampAbove.com coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. Welcome to my Sunday Night Live. It is Sunday, July 12th, and it's a little weird that I don't have any comments in here yet. Not sure what's happening there, but I do not see anything coming in. So this might be very interesting. I see I have a whole bunch of you in here, but there's no comments. So I'm not sure. Let me go take a look at YouTube and see what is happening to my YouTube link. Good grief. Hang on. I put the wrong date on my live tonight, so that was a little weird. Okay, I see I'm. Oh, there's comments coming in, and another ad. Hang on. Great. There we go. Okay, I am going to mute this. And for some reason, oh, here they come. Okay. Hello, Diane and Debbie. Thank you so much. I do not know what's going on. There are a ton of comments in my YouTube, but not in my StreamYard streaming software that I use. So I see you guys here on YouTube, and I'll just kind of monitor that and see if things start coming through like they should. Give me just a second here. This is so odd. I've never had this happen before. I can see Lynn and Debbie Green and Diane Schmidt's comments, but nobody else's, which is so weird. Anyways, we'll just go off YouTube. We're going to keep this rolling. I see Susan is here and Nanette from North Carolina. It is a very hot and sunny day here today. It is absolutely beautiful in my eyes. In Menasha, Wisconsin, we had a high today of 87 degrees, and we are expected for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days over 90 degrees. And I am very happy with that. I know other people hate it, but I'm going to go with it because I just love that hot, humid weather. We have some plans this week, too. We are planning on heading to the Wolf River to go tubing. Remember, we were going to do it last week, but it was supposed to rain all day over there, which is like, I don't know, 45 minutes away maybe. So Ashley said she loves it. They were out on the water all day. We were in the water all day too. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go back to my streaming software here. I have some pictures to share with you guys. So it was my birthday this week, and I had a fantastic day. I went out to lunch with Haley and Val and Dawson, and they brought me a balloon. So that was really fun. And then birthday cake, or it wasn't cake, it was ice cream, came out of the kitchen with a candle in it. So that was really fun. Then later that day, we went to the fire, which is one of those places. It's a ceramic place where you go and pick out a piece of pottery, and then you sit down and paint it, and you leave it there for them to fire it. So we did that. So here's a picture from that. Valerie chose a big bear holding a little baby bear, and she painted that. And then Dawson, you can barely see it, but he's got a monster truck piggy bank. Whoa, right? So that was really fun. And then I chose a plate, and here's my plate. And the colors on this are going to be very, very different. It's a burgundy with not blue, maybe a deeper blue. So it's really interesting when you do pottery. The colors that you paint onto it are very different when you fire it. So we had so much fun. Haley did this 3 stacked books, which was a planter that she did for her classroom. So we had such a good time there. Then the fun was not over. On Thursday, when we could all finally get together, we had double soccer games Tuesday night. And then on Thursday, we went to the Red Ox for dinner. And here we all are at our most favorite supper club, having dinner together to celebrate my birthday. We said we were going to go there last year and we never got there. So I waited a full year for this. It was worth the wait. And then today we had a full pool day. There is Valerie. We did a cookout. Steve made burgers on the Blackstone, which were just delicious. Fried onions, my special hamburger recipe. And then we had some French fries left over from something that we went to eat at. So I heated those up in the air fryer, and chips and dip and toasted buns. And then on Friday, I had a sleepover with the kids and we made homemade ice cream. So homemade vanilla ice cream with chocolate chips in it. And you can see Dawson is thoroughly enjoying his ice cream cone today. So it was really fun. We had a really, really good time. It was a busy weekend doing that. We, again, had beautiful weather. I actually got to lay in the pool for a while by myself yesterday. So hang on a second while oh, that's gone. I'm looking at Dawson's picture is still on the YouTube screen, but it's a little bit delayed. So that was fun. My John report, I've got nothing. John and his wife are gone. They must be up north at their property. So we're keeping an eye on things. That's nothing really happens over there. Let's be real. But we're keeping an eye on things. Steve has been working on the camper. You know, we have a mouse problem with our camper at South Park. So he is working really hard to button up all the little gaps that come in from the pipes and the electrical and all that stuff from the outside into the camper. So he's been working on that. He installed a carbon monoxide detector. Even though the camper has one, we bought a really good one. So we don't have any problems with that. And Steve also went golfing a couple times this week. He actually shot a 43 on the first 9. I think that's how it goes. Anyways, he was really happy. Like, yay, you. I don't know what happens out there on the golf course. So yeah, it's been a fun, busy, good summer week. If you guys have been watching, I started doing a series called Creative Quickies, where I pop in and just do one card sometime during the week. And let's see. Let me grab. This was my latest Creative Quickie, where I used the beautiful hot foil dies to make a super fun card. As a matter of fact, on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube right now, right under this video is a link to this Creative Quickie. This is where I first introduced you to the Stampin' Hot Foil system, which I'm obsessed. I am just obsessed. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I'll have a lot more ideas coming your way. But I gave you a really quick, a very thorough rundown on the hot foil machine. So if I skip any tips, there were lots of tips in my Creative Quickie from the other day. There's a link for that right under this video on YouTube. But the machine is amazing. I've never touched anything like this before. This is all very brand new to me. And can I just say that it is super, super easy. So I made this card in the video. This card is another one that I made using the Splashes of Sparkle Designer Series paper. Both of these Designer Series papers are from the same set of specialty paper. This one, I just changed up the colors a little bit and used the balloon festoon bundle. I still have one more kit left for our online class with the balloon festoon. It's got 6 cards in there, pre-cut cardstock for those, some designer paper, 2 different ribbons and embellishments, along with the PDF with video tutorials for all 6 cards, dimensions, pictures. Online classes are a lot of fun because you get a kit in the mail and then you get to sit down and do the class via the PDF that I email you anytime that works for you. So They also make a great gift for your friends that might stamp. Also, under this video on YouTube is a link to register for that final kit that I have left with the balloon festoon. It does not include these cards, by the way. It's 6 different cards. So these are really, really pretty with that foil machine. Then I also did a creative quickie with this beautiful, beautiful card. You're going to find that on my blog and also on my YouTube channel. This was designed with that velvet specialty paper, designed by one of my team members, Sue Gebhardt. So thanks, Sue, for this fabulous fun fold. All the dimensions and video tutorial are under the creative quickies on my blog. And then we have the begonia bell. This is our product of the month. When your order reaches $75, you can get this stamp set for only $5. There are 12 different images in here. And then this is one of the beautiful cards that I have made with that begonia bell $5 stamp set. And this is, oh, I didn't even put insides in them. Oh, you know what? I betcha this is not the finished card. I don't know where it is. But anyways, that's the front. I don't know what happened to the insides on these. I have to set those aside and get those insides made. So lots of fun things happening at AStampAbove. So make sure you go to my blog and check those out. I am going to hit up. Here's my blog right here running across the bottom of the screen, so you can find that. All you do is type that into a new window, open up a new window, type in AStampAbove.com, and you will find me. So now I see Renee Butler. Oh, you know what? I am only getting messages from Facebook on my streaming software, and then I go to YouTube and I can see the messages coming in from you guys just fine. So that's very bizarre. I've never had that happen. Anyways, no big deal. What else is happening? We have prizes to give away. Stitch stocking. Jingle in July. This is the first time Dina Barb and I have done this for our online class, but we are going to do Christmas cards in July. Our online class features the stitched stocking stamp set and dies. We are going to make some cards with this and the designer series paper from the suite. There are 3 different options. You can get the bundle with the paper with the little button embellishments and ribbon and all the pre-cut card stock. There's gable boxes. We'll be decorating a box, just a really fun little stamp camp that comes to you in the mail. All the videos are pre-recorded and put into a PDF file that we email you, and then we mail your kit out in the mail. This is a pre-order for the Jingle in July Stitch Stockings online class, and that will be going out in the mail the week of July 26th, so later this month. We also have an add-on class where we're going to use this bundle that is, you know, pretty Christmassy, to make all occasion cards using the beautiful Velvet Dreams designer series paper. So this is a great bundle. It's got some fantastic opportunities for more than just Christmas. And I love it when I can get more miles out of my stamp sets, right? Okay. Tonight we're going to be using the hot foil system again. Oh, here comes Sarah. She's going to help me. Sarah, do you know what is going on here? Bless her heart. I just saw Sarah is entering the studio. Sarah is my friend and team member, and she knows more about this streaming software than I do. So Sarah, here's what happened. I am live tonight, July 12th, but when I started this video, when I created the live stream, I put that I was live on the 15th. So I went in and tried to edit that, and it wouldn't let me edit it on Facebook, but it would let me, one or the other wouldn't let me edit, but one would. And I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. So anyways, I'm going to keep going. Sarah is in the background And I could see she's like, oh, I don't know, Kelly, what you did. So we've got prizes to give away tonight. If you commented on my video from last week, whether it was live or later watching the replay, I like to give away prizes. So please make sure you hit that thumbs up button, click that like button, and let me know where you're coming from. And you will get entered to win fabulous prizes also. Now, let me see if I can, here it is, my list. Okay, so Hilda Massey, Massi, your name was drawn for commenting or liking. And I think you're in France. So I need you to get in touch with me. I would like you to email me. And here is my email address right on the bottom. Whoops, hang on. Right on the bottom of the screen. And if you could pop me an email so I have your email address. If you are indeed in France, I will be sending you a gift PDF with 10 different card ideas in it. So you'll absolutely love this. Now, Hilda, if you are not in France, then you get in touch with me and I will send you a prize. If you're in the US, I will definitely send you out the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. So, but I think you're in France. And if so, I cannot send prizes outside of the country. So we have an alternative, which is a fabulous PDF that I will be happy to share with you. Next up, for sharing my video last week. So someplace on your screen, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, whether you are watching live right now or watching the replay, you should be able to share this video. And I so appreciate that. That helps me grow my business and gets me out to more people. I have the lovely Stripes embossing folder. And this is going out to Carol Schaefer. Carol, you shared my video last week, and I so appreciate that. All of you that shared. Carol's name was drawn. Carol, I did not write down if I have your address. So if you would like to email me your address, I would be thrilled to get that and be able to send you this prize. Again, here's my email address, kelly@AStampAbove.com. Okay. Last but not least, I have the Beautiful Motifs bundle. And this has dies that go along with it. I have Susan Barrington. Susan, if you could let me know what your current address is, I would be happy to send this off to you also. So many fun things to give away. I absolutely love spoiling you guys. Thank you to everybody who placed an order with me, who shared, who clicked like, clicked that thumb up. Absolutely love it. Okay, so YouTube is private. All right, hang tight, you guys. I'm going to go into YouTube and get it out there. That would maybe explain a lot of weird things that are happening here. Here we go. Live. I have it as being public. It is public on my YouTube channel. So what does that mean? I changed it to public earlier today. Let me see. YouTube is private, but I can't change in StreamYard. Okay. All right. Then we're good. Sarah, thank you so much for trying. I will just monitor between the two screens. That's going to get, it's a little bit, but it should be okay. Oh, Sarah came back in. All right, guys. I think that make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, if you're not watching me on YouTube, you can head over to YouTube when we're done and just click on that subscribe button. And that's going to give you notifications when I go live, which is really fun because you don't have to watch me live, but you'll know like, oh, I'll have to watch Kelly later today. She has a new video out there. Also, if you go to my blog, www.AStampAbove.com, you will find a subscription button in the right-hand column. And you can definitely subscribe to that also. Now, I think that I shared all my pictures that I wanted to share with you. Oh, by the way, This is the Creative Quickie graphic that goes with my Creative Quickie videos. And there is always a PDF available for you to save to your device, or you can download it and save it to your device, or you can print it out and put it in your library of stamping ideas. So, okay. Are we ready? Are we ready to do some stamping? Oh, one more thing. This is Football Fan. This was my first Creative Quickie that I did. Super fun, sliding, little slider on the inside. This is a fun card to make. Don't want to forget that one. Let me put those back over here. I think we're ready to go to my desk. And hello, Sarah from Alberta, Canada. Happy to have you in here. Lisa's here. Nancy's here. Yay, Nancy. Mary Ellen is 110 degrees in Montana. Mary Ellen, that's a little extreme. That's even just a tiny bit too much for me. Hi, Jane from Wisconsin. Welcome. Okay. I'm going to go back out here. Oh, thank you so much, Sierra. Sierra says, love the football card. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. I am going to slip my other glasses on, and we are going to switch our camera. Here, whoops. You get two screens. That's a little hard to keep track of. All right, you guys. So, here's the card. Here's the finished card that I was looking for. There's the inside of my Begonia Bell card. This is our $5 product of the month stamp set for July. Okay. If you remember, we did a slimline card last week, and we used the ginormous Party Alphabet dies to create the Hugs die in this beautiful violet paper. Let me grab that and set it over here with my Christmas class. This is the paper that we're going to be using for the add-on kit with the Jingle in July class. So super, super, super pretty paper. It's got all these die cuts in it. So if you missed my live last week, you will find everything you need to know about a slimline card on my video from last week. And I do have a template on my blog that shows you how to make the matching envelope. And then, of course, all the dimensions for the projects, a complete product list, all the things are going to be on my blog for all the projects we make tonight. So it takes me about an hour or so to get everything photographed and everything typed up and loaded onto my blog. But right under this video on YouTube is a link to the blog post for the projects we're making tonight. And of course, you'll find this one from last Sunday. But remember, I told you that I would be back because we cut these letters out of this designer series paper layer, but we didn't do anything with them. So I'm going to make another card because we have these letters, and why wouldn't you, right? So here's all the dies from, this is how big they are. They're really good sized dies. These would be fantastic for making party banners, for personalizing stuff, scrapbooking, and of course, making cards. So I'm going to take all of these letters that we die cut out of here and make another card with them. So let's do that. I have got the beautiful violet paper. And then I have two of these basic white layers. And you know what? I think that my dimensions are on my blog from last week. So I'm going to tell you what these are. These two basic whites are 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. So I've got two of those. I've got the violet paper, which is called Violet Dreams Specialty Paper. And what makes it special is the die. There's 2 pages of dies that come with it. And if you remember, we use those right here. This is a little die cut flower, and this is a little die cut flower. And then I put one right in here. So our designer series paper is 8 by 3. And then we've got a cloud cover card base. And this is 7. Is that right? 7. Yep. 7 by 8.5. And it's scored at 3.5 down the middle. So cloud cover, we're going to do white on the front. And then our flowers are actually this layer, right? So we're going to turn this over and put it on here to make this card. So let's just get rolling here. This is a quick and easy card once we made this one. Now we're just going to put this one together. Whoops. Must have had my glue open a little too long today. I had to stop foiling when the kids came over about 12:30. It was time for me to go outside and enjoy the day. But I was having so much fun in here. Hang on, I got a little black something right there. I don't know what that is. I know you guys probably can't see it, but it might make me a little crazy. Then I'm going to take this layer and put it on here. Just like this. Make sure I have that nice and straight. Then let's grab our piercing mat so we can do just a little bit of stamping here. Now, I am oftentimes in need of cards. Get well. I hope you're recovering from your surgery, that type of stuff. So what I decided to do here is another get well card, which is what I did here. Get well soon. I love to have those on hand so that I don't have to mess around when I hear. And oftentimes I find out people are not well on Facebook. So I will go to Facebook and I will see that somebody just had surgery or somebody is in the hospital, and I will be able to just grab one of these get well cards that I made, last week or last month and get them out in the mail. And I like to have those in stock to be able to do that. So I'm just going to cut out one of these diamonds. That's going to be my inside decoration here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that right there. I'm going to put my get well over here, right down here in the corner. So I've got lots of room to write. Sometimes we don't want to write a lot, but sometimes we do. And we're just going to do this. Center that right on here, and we'll have lots of room to write in here. And I'm going to put this inside our card. And I chose that cloud cover card base because there's cloud cover in the paper, and I thought that would just be very soft and serene and kind of mellow. This is the pine color. What a peaceful pine. I always can't remember what that's called. It makes me crazy. I don't know why. Okay, and then we're just going to come in here and put our hugs on the front. And I've already got dimensionals on the back of them. So by die cutting letters out of this layer with just a few other layers, we've got a really, really nice 2 cards. Not just 1, but 2. And this will probably take longer than anything, right? So I love it when we can get a lot of mileage out of, the 1 card that we made. Now we have 2. And I think this is going to be just as cute as pretty, I should say. It's not really cutesy. It's pretty. So I did my H. Now I'm going to do my S, and I did use mini dimensionals on here. I really like the mini dimensionals. You can, of course, take your other dimensionals and cut them down so that they fit. I mean, a regular dimensional might fit on here okay, but I just thought this would The minis work really good. So I put these two on. Now I'm going to do the two middle ones. And when I set those, when you're setting these down, don't push them down right away, like to secure them. Just kind of lay them on there. They're going to stay in place for you. But then once you feel like you've got them straight and they're evenly spaced, then you can give them a little more secure, firm. I'm just going to leave that one lay there. I'm going to bring this one. Oh my gosh, the spacing is like pretty great, right? That usually doesn't happen for me. Okay. I feel like my G's a little low. Hang on. See, shouldn't have pushed it down so fast, but these dimensionals are very forgiving if you move them within just a few seconds of when you've secured them. So I like that. Let's look at that now. Nope, I'm still too low. What is happening? That looks good. Final answer. That's it. And I think I'm going to grab my linen thread here because I just feel like this needs a little something. We put some linen thread on this one, and I think that'll look really nice on here as well. Got my bow jig. And by the way, I just wound that right off the end. That's great, Kelly. Have you ever done that where now we've got two things coming off of here? I will rewind this because that'll make me crazy. So I'm going to take two pieces. I'm doubling this up. And I just want my tails to be long enough so they don't look stubby. Nobody likes stubby tail, right? Unless you own a boxer, a Doberman, a Rottweiler. We used to have boxers. And oh my gosh, they're just such unique dogs. They have so much character and they're so fun. And you usually dock their tails. I don't know where that came from. Probably back when they used to be hunting dogs so that like wild boars and stuff wouldn't like tear their tail off. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my little hugs maybe right there on my H with a mini glue dot. And by the way, thank you, Sarah, for coming in to try to figure out what was going on with the streaming. I really appreciate that. But it's okay because I can go between the two screens. Now I'm going to try to find... Oh, you know what? Oh, I've got these pretty little ones here. These are the adhesive backed blooms that go with the Violet Suite. And I am thinking that a little purple one would look really good on here. Because this is mostly green, I think that'll really pop nicely. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I like it actually on the S. Look at that. Here I use those purple gems that I was going to try to give away tonight. These. Hilda Massey, make sure you let me know if you're from France. And tonight I'm using those blooms, which are so, so pretty. These are just so pretty. I love these so much. Okay. Now, I, of course, let me get this closed up. Need to make an envelope to go with this card. I already have one made out of the Designer Series paper that perfectly fits this slimline. And again, you're going to find on my blog from last Sunday, which was July 5th, the template to be able to make your own slimline envelope. So there we go. That was really easy, wasn't it? Super simple. Let me clean this off. I'm going to get my chamois out here and clean that stamp up. By the way, that Get Well comes from Friendly Foliage. You guys, if you follow me, you've seen me use this stamp set a lot. I really like the sentiments in it. And of course, the images are fun. It does come as a bundle with some dies. And I'm just going to put these back in here so I do not lose them. This is a ginormous set of dies with the alphabet and those funky, like, I think they're like Roman symbols or something. I don't know what they're for, but somebody does. Right? Somebody knows. Okay. Let me get this cleared off because I have a super cute card for you. It's full-blown summer, you guys. Oh, here, I'll leave this here for just a... There, look at Hilda Massey is from New York. All right. Thank you, Hilda. I wasn't sure. I looked for you, and I had a heck of a time finding you. And the Hilda Massey that I found was from France. So I'm glad you're in the US. You're going to get this pack of purple fine shimmer gems. So, yay. Okay, I'm glad you're watching tonight. All right, next up, like I said, it is full-blown summer here, and I am so excited to be using the Summer Happiness bundle. You guys know that I love me some summer. We are going to be using some white embossing powder. I got my inks out here. I think we need black and Darling Duckling and Strawberry Slush. This is going to be really bright and fun. Also, this bundle has 12 different images in the stamp set. It's got 15 different images in the dies. And then check this out. This is washi tape. Washi tape, the giant washi tape. So you guys remember, let me see if I can find the other washi tape. This washi tape, this beautiful washi tape. This was, I think, what we first introduced in the giant washi tape. And let me see if I can get this. Oops, hang on. There we go. How pretty this is. Oh, so there's dies that match these giant washi tapes. Hang on, let me get this rolled back up. Dies that match these. And if you go to the online store, you can just type in washi, W-A-S-H-I, and it will bring up all of our washi tape. But look at, these are the dies that you can die cut. So I would put this on white cardstock, and then there's dies to die cut all of these. And it's a great big die. Like, it die cuts an entire panel of this washi tape. And then this is, we have another one with leaves, but then we have this Summer Happiness. And this is just so pretty. And you can put this on cardstock, and then there's dies in here that will die cut a lot of these items. We've got the sun, the camera, let's see, the bottle drink, that one can be die cut. The cherries, we've got the cherries here, the pineapple, so many fun things in here. So this was right up my alley. This is also great for scrapbooking. You can run this right across a scrapbook page just for a super fun element. Now, we're not even going to use this washi tape, but I wanted you to know that it is available. We're going to use the Words and Wishes dies for the word happy, which is right here. Now, these dies are pretty darn big, and I really, really like these. So I think so there's the detailed one. This one says happy, and then there's the bubble one. This is the bubble one for a layer behind it that can be a different color, but I think we're just going to use the happy. And of course, it has all these different images in it. This is a bundle. Whoops. This is a bundle. Words and Wishes. So you've got all these sentiments and then these fabulous dies in here. I have a whole bunch of cards to show you that I got in swaps using the Summer Happiness. So don't let me forget that. Sunset Sparkle Sequins. That's going to go along with our colors here. And then I'm also bringing the second from largest square from the Stylish Shapes in for this card. Let me put my little cheat sheet up here so I look brilliant, throwing out all those dimensions. Oh, and here's my embossing buddy and my stamps. So I'm just going to set all this stuff over here. Bring in my bits and pieces. Here we go. Oh, doesn't this look like fun? So pretty. Okay, here we go. So first things first, I have a card base. This is Lemon Lolly. It is 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it here at 5 1/2. I've got a basic white envelope. And then I've got a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white. That's going on the inside. For the front, I've got 3 3/4 by 5. And then I've got Strawberry Slush. That is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. A piece of basic white here that is something 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. I do have that written down here. I just didn't put white next to it. So we're going to take that and we're going to die cut this square. And again, this is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. This square will cut out a 2 3/8 inch square. And we're going to put that on here and cut it out right up here towards the top, because we're doing one of my favorite little techniques. And that is a little Polaroid. So once we have this out, we are left with this. And I love a Polaroid card. You guys have seen me make these before. So let me take this and maybe put it back in with my dies so I don't lose it. All of these other things over here are scraps. So we're going to need a... Am I using Happy on this one? Hang on. I might have that in the wrong bin. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Hang on. I had so many things going today. Nope, I'm using that on a different card. There will be no Happy in this card. I'm sorry. I had so many things I was working on today. Okay, so we're gonna save that for another day. We're gonna take our Strawberry Slush layer and our Strawberry Slush ink, and we are going to stamp some cute little pineapples all over this layer. And I'm going to start right kind of in the middle and then just go from there. And I want these to be really random and not too crazy busy, but it's going to add some really cute interest to the background of this layer. I think I'll just do this and maybe one more slightly little pineapple. Look at how cute those little pineapples are, right? And I think as long as we're here, I am going to bring in my envelope and we're going to stamp a few pineapples right down here because they're so cute. I love them so much. Okay, there's our little pineapples. Then I am going to stamp my sentiment on the inside layer. Let me see what's happening here. If somebody's telling me that something is all messed up, I definitely want to know about that. Okay. Okay, so Wendy wants to know, how am I choosing my colors? Well, a lot of times I use our color coach. And our color coach, at the bottom of every blog post that I have is a bunch of links. And the color coach is one of them. So you can go there and click on that link and open up pages of these. And then you print them out on white cardstock and cut these cards apart and put them on a little ring. You can see Fresh Fig. This goes way back. but I oftentimes will get my color combos from my color coach. Other times I see other cards made with my color combo that I'm using, like I'm like, oh, I like those colors together. But for this particular card, I just really like lemon lolly and strawberry slush. So I just picked it. Like there was no rhyme or reason to it. Okay, so that is a really, really good question, Wendy. So thank you for asking that. Look at, I got really heavy-handed with the stamp. Good grief. I am going to clean that off before I get that all over the place. Okay, so this is my inside layer. And I am using the stamp set for the words and wishes. Where did that go now? Did I just throw it over here because I'm not using the happy? Oh, here it is right here. Words and wishes. So I am using the stamp set here. And we're going to use the sentiment that says life would be so much duller without you. So I'm going to ink that up in my black ink and stamp that right inside here. This is like an all occasion card, but of course you can make this card any kind of card you want. And I'm going to ink up in strawberry slush and gently stamp off one time so that I can come in here and put a lighter flower in here. I wanted to stamp my flower onto my words, but if I left it with first generation ink versus stamping off and getting second generation ink, it would be too dark. So that's what I did there. Then we are going to close that up, close this up. This is the inside of our card. Now we're going to bring in our scraps. So I have Darling Duckling here with this adorable little sunshine. And I'm going to stamp that. And you know what? I think I did not use Darling Duckling. I made this card quite a while ago, you guys. So bear with me. I'm pretty sure that I might have used Crushed Curry. Let's check and see. And do this on the other side now. Yep, Crushed Curry. That's the color that I wanted because it just is really bold against the lemon lolly. And then what else do we need here? We need this white layer. We are going to stamp our little lemonade bottle just like that. Look at how cute that is. That is just adorable. And last but not least, we're going to take some black and hit it with our embossing buddy. We need to grab our Versamark ink. And we're going to stamp, "You are the best." And there's so many people I could send this card to. Anybody who does something nice, right? Life would be so much duller without you. I could send this to Haley. We've been having so much fun this summer. We went to the Dells and Noah's Ark, and now we're going to go tubing on the Wolf. And we went to the fire and did ceramics. Like, holy cow. Making the best of it. And as a matter of fact, she said that her and Val might come over and stamp with me tonight. They might show up while I'm still live. Okay, white embossing powder. We're going to hit this with our embossing gun. I'm going to check comments while I'm over here. That looks great. Takes just a bit for that to heat up. And then we have a little bit of die cutting to do. So let's figure that out. Oh, I have to color this. I've got light Daffodil Delight, light Bubble Bath, and light Strawberry Slush. So I'm going to start with my Strawberry Slush here. We are going to color the little stripes on the straw. And when you do this, all I do is barely touch my marker to the cardstock. So we've got our little straw, our striped straw. Then I'm going to come in with my Daffodil Delight and color in. Light works the best. I used dark when I was testing this out to see what color I wanted to go, and it was just too much. Isn't that funny? So there's our little lemons. And now this is the light bubble bath, and I am making pink lemonade because you guys know what? I drink the pink lemonade every day and love it. Whoops. So pink lemonade it is for me. And I'm just going to color in the liquid here. And then there's a dye for this. So we've got this. And then we've got some strawberry slush here. And now we're going to bring in these really fun dyes. There are 15 different dyes in here, guys. So cute. So we've got the drink. We're going to die cut that. We've got the sun. Here's the sun. We're going to die cut that. And I'm just looking for distinguishing where it juts out a little bit. Put that on there. We've got that on there. Then I'm going to do the flip-flops. So here's the bottom of the flip-flops on the lemon lolly. And then I'm going to do strawberry slush for the part where you slide your toes in between there. We've also got these sunglasses in here with the lenses. You've got a die for the flower here. We've got the camera die. There's a little flower here with the die. You can stamp the flip-flops and die cut them. Here's the cherry. And then there's some little leaves in there too. Let me see if I can get that linen thread out of there. Good grief. And these flowers in here and the pineapple. So many dies in here. Super cute little set. So we're going to die cut all of these. And, oh, I did put some of the adhesive sheets on the back of this for these flip-flops. So that's just a good idea with really little stuff. So we're going to get all of these die cut. And here they come. Here's our flip-flops. Here's our cute little sun. And here are our, whatever you call those on the flip-flops. This one we're going to cut. And what I did with this is I just took my scissors and cut straight across the bottom. And this is pretty blocky as far as the, the shape of the sentiment. And you could put this in your trimmer and cut it if you wanted to. So I'm going to go right here like this. And then snip that off. And then over here. So we had a sleepover with the kids on Friday night. And that was really fun. We had Nerf gun wars in the camper, which was a blast. I think we stayed up too late. And we turned the fireplace light on. So we have a fireplace, but of course it's hot, right? So we don't want the fire on. But what we did, I didn't know this, but we're going to pick off the backing of the adhesive sheet here to turn this into a sticker. I didn't know this, but the fireplace, I knew that it had different colored lights, but I didn't know that, there we go. I'm like, why isn't this coming apart? I didn't know that you could just turn on a light. And so you can turn the fireplace on and it's nothing but a light. It's not actually the fire going. Oh, this is not working like it should. Oh, yes, it is. I thought it was peeling away the backing. Okay, so here's our flip-flop. And you've got your right shoe and the right flip-flop, whatever you call this thing. What do we call this? I don't even know. but this is sticky on here because it hangs over. So this will unsticky it, your embossing buddy. So just throw that on there and now it's not sticky anymore. So if you ever have something that goes over a little bit and you've put adhesive on it, just use your embossing buddy. But anyways, it's just a light in the fireplace that makes it look like you have a fire. So we turned that on, which was really cute. The kids got a big kick out of it. And we watched The Sandlot. So that was fun. We made homemade ice cream, which is really good. I'm kind of trying out recipes because I haven't made ice cream in a long time. I'm going to get this over here for the big toe, right? And then again, I'm just going to do that to make sure that that doesn't have any sticky on it. Okay, I think we're ready to assemble. We're going to do dimensionals on the back of here. But yeah, the Sandlot movie was super cute. And of course, we've all seen it before, but that giant dog, the Beast, that was really funny. And then Haley and Dawson and Jared and Val went to the Timber Rattlers game, which is our semi-professional baseball team that's in Appleton, and had so much fun. And this is going to be just glued down, and then I need dimensionals on here too. We're going to dimensional it like crazy. So this is just, whoops, so cute. Okay, here we go. Close that up. We're ready to go. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to come in here. Whoops. And we're going to kind of tilt this. So I'm going to glue this down. I find my glue. And you can do this with so many different stamps. But it's just a really fun little, looks like a Polaroid picture. That's what I love about it. And then I'm going to glue this down. And of course, this black really pops in here, which is cool. Oh, I see that's kind of crooked. Let me fix that a little bit. Here's my scissors. Like, who sees how crooked that is? Kelly does. You guys yelling at me, going, Kelly, it's all crooked. Straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Okay, we're going to put that on there. Okay, here comes our sun. Here comes the sun. Da, da, da. Yeah, don't get me singing. It's bad. My brother's birthday was yesterday, so I always love to send little Snapchat things with the funny filters, and I sing happy birthday to people. That's what I do. And I sang happy birthday to him, and then my sister-in-law came back and said, oh, you have such a nice voice. No, I don't. Oh, she must have a cold or something. Her hearing is off. It was funny. I'm like, oh, Barb, you're so nice. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Look at how cute this is. So cute. Okay, we're going to throw this on the front. Now, I have a gazillion ideas with the summer set. There's another summer set. And I am going to, oops, I think I got, let's see. Was this the small layer that I was supposed to use as a layer? Hang on. Yep. That's the small layer. Okay, hang on. I got to cut this one. This is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. I used the wrong layer to stamp the inside, but it's fine. 3 3/4 by 5. Do not worry. We have things under control. We're just going to use that for the inside. It'll be fine. Okay, so I wanted this white pop behind here because I just always like that, you know. I'm a girl of layers. I like layers. There we go. This is going to go on the front. And we're going to set this. Oh my gosh. Aren't these just so summery, pretty? Oh, I love it. And then we'll put this on the inside. And it's okay that it's a little smaller than our regular inside. Nobody's going to say a word. I actually kind of like it. So there we go. And where did our embellishments go? Right here. Now, these are the Sunset Sparkle sequins. Love some sparkly sequins, right? And I think I'm going to use these pink ones. Let's see how they look. We'll do, how about one right there? Yep. And a little one right up here. And how about another big one right over there? I think that looks good. These back in here. I always put them back in here to protect them so I don't yank them off the paper and shuffling things around, right? Okay, here it is, you guys. What do you think? I love this. So, you are the best. Life would be so much duller without you. Love this. Super cute. And again, this is the Summer Happiness bundle. And oh, look, I've got a couple items in here. I've been messing around with this. So I've got some stuff stamped. Look at those sunglasses. Are those not adorable? And there is a die to die cut them. So that's the thing that I really love about this. There's so many little images in here. Now we have another summer set that has more about cool stuff in it, like floaties and beach balls. And that's called Splash and Relax, I think. And I'm going to be using that probably later this week. So lots of summer options here. And I think I was going to stamp summer. Yep, I was on the envelope. So let me find, here's my black ink pad. And I'm just going to ink up. This comes in the stamp set, Summer Adventures. And I love the font on here too. Here we go. Ready? Whoops. Look at that. Yay. Love it. It just screams summer all over the place. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that card. It was really fun. Oh, I was going to show you the other ones. So hang on. Now, this is the first card that I made as I was trying to figure this out, like what exactly I was going to do. And I really liked using this Designer Series paper in the background. I'm trying to remember what Designer Series paper this is. It's one of the floral ones. But I didn't necessarily like just stamping in the center here. So that's when I decided to do this. And then I changed my colors to Strawberry Slush. This is supposed to be Strawberry Slush, but it's designer paper. And you can see that my flip-flops are a little different. So this one is just very bold, and this is a little more muted. But super, super cute. Same sentiment on the inside. And then, but wait, there's more. So I host a bundle swap every month. And last month, oh, thank you, Sharon. Sharon, I'm happy to see you here. I hope you're feeling well. Okay, so Cheryl said she saw this stamp set and thought of me. Thank you very much. That is so sweet. So the bundle swap used the Summer Happiness bundle last month. And so let me bring in the cards and I will share them with you. So there's lots of ideas with this. This uses the Waterfront Retreat Designer Series paper. Isn't that fun? There's those sunglasses. And then this one uses the washi tape, is taped onto, I think it's Strawberry Slush paper. So it gives it a little different look. If you put the washi tape on white, it gives it a different look. And here's that camera. There's some Wink of Stella on the sun here. Super, super cute. Here's another one with the washi tape used in the background. And this is one of our punches. And then gold embossed lenses on the glasses. Let's see if this opens. Yep, nothing on the inside. Here's another one with the washi tape. This one even came with an envelope. I think this is part of a different swap, not exactly my swap, but super cute sunglasses. Love this. I love all the little strips that she put in the back. I don't know who made this one. There was no name on it. And here comes another one. Super, super cute. Love the sunglasses. They're black embossed as well as the camera. Got the flip-flops in there, that cute little flower. See if there's anything. Summer Adventures. Oh, I like the sun stamped there by the summer. Super, super cute. Here's another one with the washi tape. Those little flowers. Now see, the washi tape here is on white cardstock. Here it's on pink. Here it's on blue, but it's all the same. It just changes because it's a little see-through. Love, love, love. And the last card that I have is this one. Holy cannoli. This is by Sherry. And Sherry Pyre lives in Florida. And she's one of my friends. And boy, she did a lot of work on this one. She's got all the things in there. She used the postage dies for the background and designer series paper behind this. I'm pretty sure that is DSP. Sherry will tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Isn't this so cute? Look at that. So cute. So lots of great ideas with this summer happiness. This is great for cards, obviously, as well as scrapbooking. It's a fantastic little stamp set bundle. Okay, let me move this over because it is time for some hot foil. And I have made quite a mess here, you guys. So let's get this cleaned up just a touch. Let me put this happy back in here too. Okay. All right. It is hot foil time. Woo-hoo. So I told you I've been having so much fun with this hot foil system. So for this card that we're going to make, we're using the Garden Silhouette hot foil die. Oh my gosh, I almost couldn't wait to use this. So hang tight while I bring my system in here. Now, again, if you missed my Creative Quickie this last week, you're going to find the link right under this video on YouTube where it has a little bit of, information. Then it says more, ... You're going to click on that when we're done. And it's going to give you a bunch of links that I'm talking about here. So I am going to plug in. This is my hot foil system. This is the silicone mat that you set it in. And this is the magnetic plug. And it just pops right in there. And couldn't be easier. So we're going to let this heat up. And while it's heating up, I'm going to explain a few other things. We've got our hot foil spacer, our hot foil shim. This machine comes with the best instructions I've probably ever seen. Tells you exactly what's in here, and then it explains what you need to do. Right now, this is heating up. It's starting to get warm, and it tells you all the things. I created a little cheat sheet that I have hanging up right on my bulletin board that is condensed. This has a lot, not a lot, but some more information in it that once you use this a few times, I don't need all that. I just want some of this. This is shown in my Creative Quickies on my blog at www.AStampAbove.com. I can't remember what day I was live, maybe Friday. But I have this typed on there. You can copy, hit this and copy it and paste it someplace where you can print it out and have your own little cheat sheet that you can put up on your bulletin board. Right there. It's right in front of me. This is our magnetic tool to pick up the dies and then drop them on the other silicone mat. So all of this is included with the machine. The dies are not. So I am going to, as soon as this beeps again, we're going to drop this on here to heat it off. So while we're waiting for that, I will also tell you about the classic greetings. This is a die. This is a die. And when you look at these in yellow are the actual hot foil die. The other dies are regular die cutting dies. So we are going to be using the happy birthday for this card. This is the hot foil die. This is the die to cut out the bubble that goes behind it. There we go. So this is going to make a bubble behind it. All right. Then there are 10 items in here, 5 sentiments and 5 dies to cut these out. These are the foiling dies. These are the cutout dies. We're also going to be using the phrases and frames for this card and the Paradise Garden Hybrid embossing folder. I'm going to move these things off to the side and bring in the rest of my supplies. So from that phrases and frames, I'm using have a fabulous day because obviously we're going to use happy birthday. So it seems like a great sentiment for a happy birthday card, right? I've got fresh freesia, Stampin' Blends, fresh freesia ink, and fresh freesia ribbon, all coordinating. And then I've got some of the iridescent pearl basic jewels we're going to use on this card. Any little embellishment will work great. Now, again, all the dimensions for the cards that I'm making tonight will be on my blog about an hour after we are finished with this live class. And this is my last project for the night. So what time is it? 8:12. We are doing fantastic, you guys. Okay, it's time to take a break. Let's have a drink. Strawberry lemonade. What are you guys drinking? Please make sure you hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Share this video. I so appreciate that. It really helps me out. Keeps these free videos coming your way. I also appreciate your orders. If you would like to order this hot foil system, the link to order it is right under the YouTube video. So I have a basic white envelope here. And then our card base is going to be fresh freesia, 4 1/4 by 11. And we're going to, hang on, let me move this a little bit. We scored it at 5 1/2. And I'm just going to burnish this edge with my bone folder. Okay, so this is our card base. Then we're going to do an inside layer and a front layer. I've got 2 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat, and we're going to stamp that inside. So I'm going to have about a 3/4 inch layer on the left side here. So I'm just going to use this little scrap to kind of help me guide where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And so that looks pretty darn good. Is that straight? Yep, it is. So that's the inside. We're just going to set that aside for now. We are going to take, we need more white too. So hang tight. We're going to take another piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch white, and we're going to put it through the Paradise Garden embossing folder. So this is a 3D folder, which gives you a really nice impression. And once we get that done, we're going to have this. Here's another piece of, so you need 3 4 by 5 1/4 inch pieces. So here's another piece. And I am going to just set this aside with the inside layer. And this should be any second. Let's see what everybody, ice water, Coke Zero, lemonade, Pellegrino. Is that how you say that, Rosemary? You can tell I'm not a wine drinker, right? Strawberry margarita, ice water, iced tea, blueberry iced tea. That sounds good. Sparkling ice. What is that, Susan? Okay, so Lisa is asking, it uses special dies for the machine. These these are called foiling dies, are very different from our cutting dies. You can see that they're kind of a matte finish. Oh, did you hear it go off? We're going to take this big die and we're going to set it right on our platform. And now we're going to push the timer button. And now we're going to wait for this to heat up. So this is like a matte finish, and these are shiny. This foils, it does not cut out. So yes, they are different. Okay. Now, the other thing that I've done here is I have taken a piece of 4x5 1/4 inch basic white cardstock, and I've got a piece of the rose foil. Now there's 3 foils that we have right now. We've got the rose, we've got the silver, and the gold. And if you remember, I used the silver on the card that I did the other day. Here's the silver with the number and alphabet set, and here's gold in there. So now I'm using the, it's called light pink foil. And the foil is 5 inches wide, and you get 5 yards. So that's 36 inches times 5. That's a lot of foil. So I have 5 inches wide, and let me see, I cut this at 5 by, I cut it at 5.5 inches. So now this says it is hot enough. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. So now that we've got this hot enough, we are going to take our foil. My cheat sheet says right here, timer button, when the green light is solid, you can build your sandwich. Foil, shiny side down on the die. And once you set this down, it kind of clings to it. Like it kind of hangs right in there. Then you put your cardstock on and shiny side down on the die. Then we're going to go with the white. Then you're going to bring, whoops, look at that. Whoops. Come back here. Put this on here. Then we're going to do white. I just want to make sure this whole layer is covered. Then we're going to do our hot foil shim and our hot foil spacer. That's all there is to this. So let me bring my machine in. Now, you're going to unplug this. And when I unplug, I'm just going to push this. Oops, what's that? I'm going to push it. I don't try to unplug it because that moves things around. Just push it down. It's magnetic. We're going to set this in our die cutting machine. And you want to roll it through slowly. I always want to go fast. But you want to give the foil time to hit that heated up metal and get a good grip on your cardstock. There we go. Make some noises. We're going to pull that off. This magnetic tool is for you to pick this up and drop it in this silicone cooling rack. Now, I'm going to use it again. So I'm actually going to leave it on here. Whoops. And this, whoops. You got to get this in the middle of this one because it's big and heavy. This is hot, but you can see that it's not going to fry my fingers off. So you're not really going to hurt yourself with it. Now I'm going to put this back in here and I'm going to let it, I think I already have one little, I have one piece done. We're not going to use this again, but I'm going to show you that I did use it again. Okay, next what I'm going to do is take this happy birthday die and I'm going to set that on there and we're going to plug this back in and let that heat up while we're doing things to this. So I haven't really found that I sit around and wait for this, okay? Because there's other things that we need to do. So you're going to notice that there is some foil on this green plate, and this plate is called your hot foil shim. Nobody cares. This doesn't hurt a thing. It doesn't come off. So don't worry about it. Just leave it alone. Here is our layer, and here is the big reveal. Oh my gosh, isn't it so absolutely incredibly beautiful? And this is what we have left over. And so we're saving these because I think Stampin' Up! Is going to come out with a solid plate where we can use these negatives, you guys. So don't throw these away. I have a whole pile over here of these, but look at how pretty that is, right? So while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I could throw this on the front of a card and make a beautiful card, but I know you know that. So instead of just doing that, I am going to use this as a layer for my outside and for my inside. So I'm going to cut this down to, let's see, 2 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to cut this in half. This was 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to cut this in half, and we're going to use half of it, and I can use this other half for a different card. Right? Oh, I know. Okay, so 2 by 5 1/8. There we go. Now, I made this card a little earlier today, and I took my leftover piece here and I cut it into 3/4 inch increments because we're going to do something with that. This I'm going to use on a different card, not today. All right, the rest of my layers. Here comes Blackberry Bliss, which I think looks beautiful with this pink foil. Oh, it says it's ready. Hang on. Now I'm going to bring in a piece of the pink foil. And again, foil side down. Where did my cheat sheet go? Here it is. Foil side, foil, shiny side down. We're going to do this. I'm going to move this just a little bit so it's straight on this grid. That really helps me. And you can see through here, so that's nice too. Now I'm going to bring in a scrap of fresh freesia, and we're going to put that on top. And then we've got our plates again. Here comes our hot foil shim. Oh, wait. I got to push the timer. I jumped the gun. Hang on. Now we gotta heat this up. Did it? No, we need to wait for the green. Okay, sorry. I'm so excited. We have to wait for this to turn green now. Okay. I think I threw that on there a little early. That's what happened, and that kind of messed me up. So we're going to go back to this. So like I said, while I'm waiting for all these things to happen, I'm doing other things so I can get my card made. We're going to put this layer on Blackberry Bliss. Sorry about that. I don't want to make this confusing because it's really very simple. I'm shocked at how easy it is. And then we're going to take this and put it right on here. So I'm going to, oh, before we do that, I want to put my ribbon on. Here we go. All right. Okay, I see there's some question. Can you use the blend markers on the after foiling? Yes, because this is just white cardstock, okay? So you can definitely use the Stampin' Blend markers. You can color it, you can blend it, you can do all kinds of things. What I have experienced so far is that this foil does not come off. It does not come off of there. It is pretty darn hardy. So now I'm going to take a piece of the fresh freesia ribbon. I see somebody else must have asked about if it fits in the Big Shot. And no, my video that I did the other day, I explained it does not fit in the Big Shot. It's about 1/4 inch too wide. This platform is. It fits in the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And what was the other question I got the other day? Oh, there is another Big Shot that's like a 9-inch platform, but most people don't have that. So no, it does not fit in the Big Shot. And I know some people were, you know, sad about that, and I get it. I totally understand that. But companies don't make things to fit in old products that they don't sell anymore. It's just the way it is. I remember when Apple changed all their cords, and I was so mad. Guitar Hero, we bought an updated Guitar Hero game, and that changed all their cords. And it is what it is. But companies just don't make products for retired things. That's not what they do. And, you know, Stampin' Up! Is in Spellbinders made this machine for us, and it is an updated machine. The technology is better than anything out there, and I'm sorry that if you have a big shot, in order to use this, you do need to get a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But I know where you can get one, and that's the good news. I'm just kidding. I'm not really. But we do sell them, and there's just a lot of things as we start going down the road that become obsolete. And yeah, I feel for you because it's an expensive little venture. But if you're not a discount shopper with Stampin' Up!, I highly suggest that you join, because you can save $25 by ordering the starter kit right now, because you only pay $100 for it. And you get to spend $125 and order whatever you want. Plus, you get a 20% discount on everything you order in the future, minimum 20%. So this die is ready now. I jumped the gun before, but now I'm going to do what I should do. I'm going to put that on there. I've got a scrap of fresh freesia that's coming in. Now I'm going to put my plates on. And you notice I haven't unplugged this yet. That's fine. You don't need to get so crazy with all the unplug it first. That doesn't even matter. Okay, and then we're going to do this. Now I'm going to push that off of there. Keep this stacked nice. We're going to run it through our machine. This does kind of stick in there. You can see that my plates is moving around, but it stays in place pretty nice. And again, slowly. I always want to go through here fast, but you're not going to do this fast. You want it to be a little bit slower. Okay. Here comes. And the other thing, you guys, I tend to roll something through a machine and bring it back so that it's right here next to me. Don't do that with foiling. They do not recommend that you do that. And I think you're going to get a lot of foil sticking to places you don't want it when you do that. So, and sometimes the foil does stick where you don't want it. Use a gum eraser and you'll take the foil right off where it's not supposed to be. So here is our happy birthday. I am going to grab this, and you bring it over here and push that button, and it drops right in there to cool. And again, it's not hot enough. It's not going to give you burn marks or anything. Okay, here we go. Here's our big reveal. See, here's a little overspray. Look how pretty that is. Now, I had my foil cut way bigger than I needed it, which was kind of silly. But this is good because I'm going to show you what to do. You're going to take your gum eraser and you're going to erase. And you'll notice that as I'm erasing right over top my happy, it is not taking the foil off where it is, where the die pushed it onto the cardstock. It's just taking it off here. And I don't even need to erase this because we're going to die cut this thing. But if you have any overspray, you can just do this right over the top with a gum eraser. I sell these in my adhesive kits. So yeah, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to die cut. So I am going to take this. And I had somebody said, oh, this is a lot of steps. Yep. Die cutting, stamping, coloring, you know, this is a process, but I think that this is so darn spectacular that I'm usually one who, you know, I don't like to putz around that much. But this just has me mesmerized. I absolutely love this. So I'm going to die cut this in my machine, and I am going to grab grab my plates now that go with my die cut machine. So I've got my platform here and my shim, and you die cut this just like you would any, whoops, we got to have our cutting plate first. And then your other cutting plate. We're going to die cut this just like you would any other die. You don't have to do this slow, so that's good. Here comes our happy birthday. And you guys, as soon as I will come back to any questions that I may have missed or ask you to ask them again when I can concentrate on comments. Because sometimes I miss some because I'm trying to stamp and think and do all the things. I think you understand. Look at how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put this on some dimensionals. And I just got some little ones here for some of these little areas. I just want them to have good support. Oops, that's my fingernail. Not where I want my dimensional. Oh, good grief. I'm going to throw that one. And then I've got the big ones here. Probably overkill, but I have a lot of dimensionals, so we're good there. Okay. Take your pick tool. Here it is. All right, time for a drink. Wendy says, I joined to get the discount. However, I have found much more. I participate in the monthly team meetings, which has been wonderful. The fellowship is great. Ah, Wendy, thank you so much. And I'm so glad to have you on our team. What embossing folder did I use? I used the Paradise Garden hybrid embossing folder, Tina. So I'm glad you asked. Okay. Yeah, and we love having Wendy on our team. We also have a group that my team members can join called Sending Hugs. And when we have a team member in need of a card, whether it's to get well, to give encouragement, sympathy, whatever the case may be, Wendy is in charge of our Sending Hugs group. And I email her and tell her what I know is going on. And she sends an email out to all the people in our team requesting cards for whomever it may be. And it's just the most wonderful group of ladies. So how would you like to be, start getting just a parade of cards coming in your door when you're down or sick or just lost a loved one or whatever the case may be? My team is fantastic. Okay, now what I did here is I took a 2 by 2 inch piece of the pink foil, and this is all cooled off now. And I put that foil down on this little flower right here. And then I put white cardstock over it, ran it through, and foiled it. That's what we're calling it. We foiled it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up. And look at that. And look at, this is the negative left over. And of course, like I said, I'm saving all of these because I think we're going to be able to do something with it. So this is really fun, right? And I thought, this is a beautiful card. It is beautiful. Did I put the inside? No, I didn't put the inside in there yet, did I? Okay. Did I? No, here it is, right here. So I took and cut a 3/4 inch sliver off of that other, that we cut this in half. So I've got a 3/4 inch sliver here. It's not a sliver, it's 3/4. I don't know why I'm calling it a sliver. That got stuck in my brain. And we're going to put that right over here. This is going to be our inside decoration to go with our Have a Fabulous Day. Here comes our inside. And look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then we're going to take this, and that's where the blends come in. We are going to color these. So I've got the dark Fresh Freesia, And I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to add some shading around the outside of these petals on these flowers. Now, I could leave this card as it is because it is beautiful. But I wanted to do something a little different because I wanted to use this die in a little bit different way. It doesn't have to be a great big solid panel, right? It can be an element. And then we're going to take the light fresh freesia and we're going to come in here and we're going to blend those dark shading that we just made. You just keep coloring them till you feel comfortable with them. And now I should be live next Sunday. However, we decided not to take the camper up to South Park and transfer everything over from the old camper to the new camper because it was going to be too hot this weekend. So if I'm going to be gone, I will let you guys know for next Sunday, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to cut this little flower, which is super simple. Well, not super simple. It'd be really simple if we had a die, right? But I'm just going to cut around this. Not hard. How about that? Not hard. That's a little bit better description. Like I said, I was just looking for something a little bit different than just a great big layer on the front of my card that's foiled. So pretty. Okay, and then we're going to do dimensionals on that. And what time is it? 8:38. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I have one more really cool thing to show you. And we're just going to set this right down here. Look at how pretty that is. I know. This is why I'm so excited, you guys. I'm going to bring in these little tiny pearls. I just thought these would be really pretty on here. Let's pop one right there. Just a little kind of iridescent, pretty little pearl. Throw one right there. I'm going to bring another one in, like maybe right over there. So I've got those pretty little pearls. Now, here was my dilemma. Okay, like, what am I going to do with my envelope? Right? Like, what am I going to do with my envelope? So, I'm going to tell you what I did with my envelope rather than show you because I would have to heat this back up again because you know what I did to it? I foiled it. Are you kidding me, Kelly? Nope, not kidding. The other thing I want to show you, I'm going to have to foil another one, but not while we're on live. But I'll show you what I did. So I took some foil and I did 1 3/4 inch. So this is how you cut your foil. Put it right in your paper trimmer. I'm going to push it right up here. Try to keep it in here straight. I have 1 3/4 of foil. I am going to take an envelope. We're going to have our die. We're going to heat this all up. Then you do the same thing. You put your foil on your die. And I ran it right down the side here. And then I brought my envelope in. Push your die all the way over to the edge. It has to stay on the rubber silicone because that's the heating part, right? And we're going to put an envelope in here. I am not even kidding. This is what I did. And then once it's all heated up, you know, you got to go through the steps to heat it. You're going to put the plates on it. You are going to run this through your die cutting machine. And what on earth did I do? Now, what I can tell you about this is I just tested it out before I came on here live. It's like I didn't know how this was going to go. You can see that it kind of indented my envelope a little bit with the rest of the die. Who cares? The other thing that after you foil your envelope, you want to come over here and open up your envelope because it did melt the glue just a little bit to kind of seal my envelope. So if you open it up right away, we're good to go. And if you need to, you can put some glue on here to seal your envelope when you're mailing it out. But what on earth, right? This is the coolest thing I have seen in so long. I can't even tell you guys how exciting it is. So super fun cards tonight. Let me bring back in my little, oh, this is so pretty, right? What else did we make tonight? I don't even know. Oh, our hugs card. Where did that go? Here it is. Good grief. There we go, guys. Love, 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 love. So much fun. So much pretty. Okay, I'm going to switch my glasses out. And I'm going to, come back in here and look at my comments to see. So you guys just hang tight while I go through comments. Okay, YouTube is private. Oh, that was Sarah. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you tried. Where do you get your pink lemonade? Oh, I get my pink lemonade. It's called Optavia, and it was actually a health program that I was on. They don't like you to say it's like weight loss, but that's why I did it. And it's called Optavia, Optavia, I think, and it's expensive, so I don't really recommend it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty pricey, but I really like the taste of it, and I don't like diet things. Like I hate diet soda. I don't buy diet food. I just think it's gross. So, yeah, it comes in, little individual packets, and I like the taste of it, but it's a little pricey. It's one of the things that I used to drink Pepsi 24/7, like from sunup until 3 a.m, full strength, full caffeine, all the sugar. And when I went to lose some weight, I quit drinking the soda, and now I drink this. And it's just a thing that I will allow myself to indulge in. Okay, Kathy, so I'm looking through your questions here, you guys. Kathy says you can mount the negative foil sheet onto cardstock or DSP and use it right away. Yes, you can. You can do that, and I have seen that. And I've seen people using the adhesive sheets, cut an adhesive sheet and then put that on there and smooth it out and whatever. I've also seen some other ways that it's being done. I haven't gotten there yet because I'm still just amazed at the whole foil process. So thank you for sharing that, Kathy. And we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Renee says she remembers foiling from years ago. However, it was totally different. Yeah, I'll bet it was. Let's see. Did I miss any questions? Now is your time to let me know if you have any questions that I've missed. And I'm on YouTube right now. And somebody said, show the cards that you said you were going to show. Show your cards you said to remind you. I did. It was all of these summer happiness cards. These are the ones that I wanted you guys to not forget. So I wouldn't forget to show those to you. How many color foils do we have to start with? So we only have 3, Joe. We have the pink. You get 2 rolls in a box, pink, gold, and silver. And we are going to be getting some more foil. I don't know when. I have no insider information, but they come in a box like this. And there are 2 rolls in each box. And it says 2 rolls, 5 inches by 5 yards. And I think that means that each roll has 5 yards on it. Yeah, It wasn't real specific about that, but you're very welcome. Please, you guys, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you would like to order this foil machine, I would love to be your demonstrator. I have a link to it right under this YouTube video. There's also going to be a link to it right on my blog. And like I said, I'll be getting this together in about an hour, as far as getting everything together to post my blog post for these projects tonight with all the dimensions and the whole product list of ingredients that I used, all the ink colors, the cardstock colors, in case you're like, what was that pink color? What was that pink color she used? It'll say strawberry slush and all of those good things. And I always appreciate your orders. Thank you so much for those of you that order through me. This is my full time. This is how I pay my bills. So I really appreciate it. And for those of you that are already demonstrators, hey, I got you. Just give me a thumbs up. Click on that share button. I really appreciate it. That really helps me out too. Donna says, how do we add someone who could use a card? You can message Wendy. That's how you do it, Donna. So Donna's on my team also. Okay, any other questions that I might have missed? I'm still looking back through. I think I'm okay. I do have, Elaine asked a question. Ribbon. Can you hot foil ribbon? I don't know. That's a great question. And I think I will try that out and maybe let you know for next time. Can you use, we said you can use the blends. You can use blending brushes. You saw how I took the gum eraser and erased that extra foil that was kind of an overspray. That doesn't happen very often. And I'm not real. I think it happens more because my foil was way bigger than what I was foiling. But you saw how I went right over the foil that I want to stick there and it didn't take it off. So it's pretty cool. Like, I'm like, whoa, what? I do have some mail to share with you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. And I always appreciate you guys sharing. That's one of the biggest things that you can do to help me out. And I so appreciate it. Give me that thumbs up. And yeah, so I don't think I missed any questions above. If I did, message me. Let me go back to my StreamYard and make sure I'm not missing something from Facebook. Okay. If you use non-Stampin' Up! Products with the hot foil system, the warranty will be voided. Yep, that's true. That's true with any product, though. If you put the hot foil system through a different kind of machine, the warranty is void. I think that's pretty standard across the industry for a lot of different products. But you are correct. So thank you for mentioning that. There's a lot of new things, and it's hard to remember all the things. I do have. Hang on. Oh, I hope you guys didn't get a good view of my butt there. I have some birthday presents that I need to share. I waited until my birthday to open presents. This is so cute. Look how cute that is. Right? Broomstick parking only. All others will be towed. That is going right on my front porch. And let me show you the cute cards. This is a thank you card. This is from Sandy Jarrett, this gift. Thank you for the Regal 6x6 DSP and the gold twine. She won a prize. So, let me show you her beautiful card. Ooh, pretty, 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 right? Look at how it opens. Oh, love it. And then here is the birthday card. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. See those sparkles on those gems? Love them. Yes. So, just happy birthday. Hoping you get to enjoy your special day and get to do all the things you love with all the people you love. How sweet is that, right? Thank you so much, Sandy. That is so sweet. Okay, now, remember the packages that I had that I said I wouldn't open because I like to save things for my birthday? So these were wrapped up with a pretty ribbon. This was from Mary Stroman. And look what I got. Sea salt caramels. This is dark chocolate. Sea salt caramels in milk chocolate. And I only ate one of these. Oh, two. I hide these from Steve. He can't have them. This is from Mary Stroman, who packaged both of these up in our beautiful, I can never remember the name of that paper. Hang on. Maybe this will help me. Splash of Sparkles. It helped. It's like a caramel miracle. But this is the one I really need to share with you. Those are delightful. Remember this? Oh my gosh, so pretty. I was so excited to open this too. And here we go. You guys are going to die. Like, you're going to die. Ready? What? This has one of those spinners on it. Good grief. Okay, it gets crazier. Ready? Oh my gosh. I played with this. I don't know how many times. How many times? Holy cow. Isn't that so cool? So this is from Mary. It went with my presents and also a gift card to Crumble. I've never been to Crumble, so I'm pretty excited about this. Do you want me to do this again? Whoa. Right. Wow. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Where did my, oh, here it is. Oh. We're going to do a little bit more. Okay. I have so many beautiful cards here, you guys. I'm going to go through a few. Oh, wait. This is from Sherry Pyre. Look at how cute this is. Remember, Sherry did that really cool summer happiness card. Okay, look at this. Oops. Okay. And then the little flap pops out. This is the turtly cute. Look at how cute it is. Wow. Right? I love this. Oh, wait. Wait, there's more. Hang on. So I did it wrong. So you open this up and then there we go. Look at all of this. Wow. Right? I love this. I'm going to have to show you guys how to make this one because it's super cute. That was from Sherry Pyre. Thank you, Sherry Pyre. You are the best. Then, hang on, there's something going on here. Oh, it's a piece. This is from Trudy Hudson. I just love this. I love these colors with the blue and the green and the strawberry slush. These are just striking and super, super pretty. Happy birthday to my Sunday night best friend, Trudy. I love that so much. It gave me such a giggle. I'm like, yep. Okay, next up, we have Lisa Colab. I always say your name wrong. Colabrit. I think that's right. Okay, ready? This is the violet set. This is that violet suite. Good grief. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. And this is happy birthday. She says, I get a kick out of all your stories. My sister is in Wausau, so somehow listening to your Wisconsin stories makes me feel closer to her. I love that. I love that. Thank you for the beautiful card. Next up, we have Mary Wardell. Here we go. She got some happy mail. She won a prize for attending our team meeting. This is from Mary. I love this card. That is like a classic, beautiful layout. So pretty, right? Whoops, hang on. Then we've got Norma Lehman. This is really pretty. Hang on. Ouch, something's like scratching my leg. Probably nothing. Look at how pretty that is. I remember this paper and I loved it. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Hope you're surrounded by friends on your birthday. And I was. Anne D'Acquisto. Anne Anne actually got me this shirt a few years ago. Like, this is several years old, and it says "Live in the Sunshine," and this is so me. So this card is from Anne, and it says, "Popping up to say hi and wish you a very happy birthday and new year filled with happiness and an overabundance of blessings. May old fashions flow as plentiful as water or when you want one." Thank you, Anne. That's so cute. I love it. I did have an old fashioned when we went to the Red Ox. And can I say that I actually had two? And I ate so much food and two old fashions that I came home and I was not awake 2 minutes before I passed out at 9 o'clock. Food coma, definitely. Okay. Sally says, "Surprised you run it through hot." Yes, that's how the foiling happens. Is you run it through hot. I'm sorry, I missed your question before, Sally, but thank you. I'm glad you asked that. This one is from Mary Wardwell. Look at how pretty that is. I love this flower paper. And then add balloons. We have a definite winner. Have a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much, Mary. That is just beautiful. Oh, then we have Elaine sent me a 4th of July card. Look how pretty that is. Little glitter star. Fabulous. Enjoy this amazing holiday and make some night noise. We did. We had some fireworks. Little kid ones, but still. Next is Rhonda McGuire. Okay, this is a holy cannoli. Ready? Look at how cute that is. Love it. I played with this for a long time too, Rhonda. Thanks for being so fabulous. Life is better with you around. So glad I found you. Have a wonderful birthday. Rhonda's from Bernie, Missouri. Isn't that so pretty? Love this. Next up is Terry Procida. Look at how pretty this is. It's just beautiful. I love it. This is the new Color Family Designer Series papers. We have it in the regals, the subtles, the brights, the neutrals, the in colors. I love, love, love it. Happy birthday. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. Thank you. I love your card. Pat Helps. Oh, this one's cute. I love this Secret Sea with the golden glow. Look how stinking cute that is, right? Love it. A birthday is the first day of another 365-day journey around the sun. Enjoy the trip. Thank you so much, Pat. I love your card. Super, super cute. Next up is my sister-in-law, Pamela Davis. Look at this beautiful card, you guys. Oh, it's sparkly too. So pretty. Love it, love it, love it. May your special day be surrounded with happiness, filled with laughter, blessed with love, and remembered with joy. Happy birthday. Thank you, Pam. Love it. All right. We're going to get down to the wire here because, hang on, I'm going to do two more and then we're going to call it a night. Oh, I love, this was one of my favorite bundles. Yeah, you are simply fantastic. I wish you the best birthday ever. You are amazing at what you do. Thank you so much, Peg. Enjoy a wonderful summer. This is from Peg Herrick. And this is an easel card. So look at this. Right? Isn't that cool? I love an easel card. It's an easy thing to do, but it's spectacular. Thank you, Peg. One more, guys, and then I'll catch the rest next time. This is from Tammy Litsky. This is a really cute fun fold also. Look at how cool that is. And then we open and we open. And it says, celebrations on your birthday. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Celebrations on your birthday. Thank you, Tammy, so much. These are all just beautiful. I am going to save. I've got a few more, but I'm going to save them for next time. And I'm going to go out on YouTube now and see what I missed. Glad to hear you have lots of supplies. Stay connected to us. We love to see other cuts. Okay. Let's see, where'd Shelby go? What's happening with Shelby? Shelby, I'm probably not going to be able to order this system because I can't afford to do so. Also, will not be able to continue to stay on Discount Shopper. I get that, Shelby, but you know you are always welcome here, and I totally get it. And I've had other people say too that the system is a little pricey, and it's an investment for sure. It's also a great idea for a Christmas gift. So keep that in mind. You have a birthday coming up, you have any type of event where people go, what can I get you? It's your birthday. What can I get you? Christmas is coming, Mom or Aunt Shelby or whatever. What can I get you? Pool it together and get yourself something that you'll really have a blast with. So it's just a great way to do it. Hi, Karen Harrison. You just can start over. We're almost done here. But, and Shelby, of course, you know, you're always welcome back when it works. And we've done this a couple times, right? So, yep, everybody's always welcome back. Things change, lives change, schedules change. So, yeah. Okay. I hope that I have answered all your questions. And if I did not, please feel free to reach out to me because sometimes things scroll by too fast and I miss things. And it's really weird, but now I'm on the screen twice with an ad. I'm there and the ad. That's weird. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get all of these things photographed and get my blog post together with that list of ingredients and dimensions and probably call it a night. And I think I will probably be eating maybe 2 more of these because I can. Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys, have yourselves a great week. I will be popping in again with a creative quickie this week. I have a really, really cute idea. And can I say that it's kind of like funful moving card, new to me. You're gonna love it. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything coming out. Right now on YouTube, bottom right corner of the video is a red little subscribe button. Click on that. You definitely want to subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so, so much for all the wonderful comments. I really appreciate it. You guys are such good cheerleaders. You keep me going and keep me going. Ooh, what can I show them now? What are we going to make now? And I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening with me. It's good to be among friends. And now you want to go and let your creativity sparkle, right? Make something pretty. I hope you were inspired and share what you make with me. I would love to see it. Have yourselves a great week. Good night.